Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Humans of Hospitality. This is the space where we go beyond food and service and dive into the stories of the people who make every meal, every experience unforgettable. Because in hospitality, it's not what's on your plate, but it's about the people who are behind it. Today, we have a very special guest with me. Her name is Ekta Sisodia, and she's a designer. Today, we are going to talk about the things which we generally don't see whenever we enter into a restaurant, because we just talk about the food and the service and the ambience, but there is an aspect behind every detailing of the restaurant. How does it look? How does the menu look? And the things you see on social media. Hello, Ekta. How are you?
Hi Tulsi, I'm good. How are you?
I am good too. Thank you for coming today.
My pleasure.
So, let's start with the first question. How did you get into design, or specifically, if I may ask, into hospitality?
Okay, how did I get into design? So design was always my first choice. तो मेरे को आर्ट साइड आर्ट एंड डिज़ाइन में हमेशा से ही इंटरेस्ट था. तो आफ्टर माय स्कूलिंग आई हैव डिसाइडेड फॉर माई सेल्फ डिज़ाइनिंग में जाना है. तो आई डिड माई बैचलर इन डिज़ाइन 2013 to 17 और फ्रॉम राजस्थान ओनली. उसके बाद बट दैट वाज कि माय ग्रेजुएशन वाज स्पेसिफिकली इनटू ज्वेलरी एक्सेसरी बेसिकली. So my
Okay.
internship was also in jewelry for 4
So, it
months.
was into design only, or?
Yeah, the core was design only,
Okay.
but the classification is accessories.
Okay.
So I did my internship in jewelry for 4 months. And
So, design school teaches people into like various things.
Yes, the degree is called Bachelor of Design, but there
Okay.
are other classifications. From first year was foundation only. You study everything, the
So,
basics of
basically,
it.
you can get a specialized degree,
Yes,
just like mechanical, computer science, and
exactly. Yeah.
any other engineering
Yes. So
degree.
mine was Bachelor of Design into fashion and lifestyle design.
Okay.
Yeah. So in hospitality, how did I get? But it was not decided hospitality. But 3 years back, all of a sudden, I just applied because I was in looking for a job. And I applied in this company, and fortunately I got selected. Within a week I just joined there, and it was a great experience into hospitality. But that was my first and good experience.
Okay. So, let's move into the second question. ये सवाल उन लोगों के लिए है जिनको पता नहीं है कि रेस्टोरेंट इंडस्ट्री में डिजाइनर्स क्या करते हैं. What exactly designers do?
Hospitality mein there are a lot of things. I think from brand identity to concept development to interiors to video editing, making marketing collaterals, events, everything is there. Matlab there is a lot of work for a designer in hospitality industry. So we cover everything, whether it's graphics, whether it's visual artwork, for print, everything.
Okay, so you want to say whatever people go and see into a restaurant are done by designers specifically.
Yes.
Even the interiors, are they done by some architects, or like designers also do some things?
Yes, some companies prefer architects and interior designers, but that is a one-time job.
Okay.
But if they want, because hospitality is all about experience. You come there to have an experience, a nice time. But see, this concept, interior and architecture is done only for once, right? If you want constant changes, you want to change the theme, the artworks and all. So that's what we do from time to time if we want to change the vibe of that place. So we can try, test different kind of artworks, the vibe, etc., etc.
Okay. So let's move to the third question. Can you give one example how one small design can actually make an impact on the business?
So for that, even a tiny detail, a tiny change can impact a whole experience for whole, design, whole customer's experience basically, and that eventually impacts business.
Okay.
So
How can
even in websites and design, everything matters, from fonts to colors to the placement of specific dish, specific category. For example, understand essay. How do we read from? Usually, matlab larger percentage read from left to right. And when we open something, I grabs attention on the right side. Correct?
No, left to right.
Left to right we read, but when you open a page, ये section इस पे कम आपका attention जाता है, जो आपके सामने है उस पे ज्यादा जाता है, right?
Okay, I don't know, but I feel it's left to right.
Okay, when
It's
you
always left to right, Ekta.
the words left to right, but when you open something, when you open a menu cover on this side, when your text starts from this side,
नहीं, ये तो खोला मैंने, but ठीक है, हाँ.
usually it happens like that.
Okay.
ठीक है, if you are placing a category on your left side which you want to sell more, whenever people open a menu, usually their eye grabs the attention on this side, the font, the color, the category placement.
Okay.
So these little things can impact your business, right?
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. So this is just an example of that. There are a lot of things. Your
Like?
CTA, whatever you are communicating, your placement of that CTA.
Okay.
If on an easel you're communicating, for example, we are giving this portion of discount. So if you're not highlighting that thing, there are 3 points: percentage of the discount.
Okay.
See, then to whom people should call, how do they contact. These two major things are your CTA, your attention points. So अगर उनके placement, उनका font, उनका text size अगर नहीं सही है, तो फिर that will grab less attention. So that
Okay.
impacts the business.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So let's move to the next question. When you are asked to design a new restaurant or a concept, where do you start with? Like, do you see what is the cuisine, what is the vibe, what are the customers, or what is the concept? Like, what is the thing you
Start with.
Yes, start with.
Okay, so basically, at first, if I have to design for a restaurant, if we are starting a brand, okay, so first I try to understand what is the brand, what they are trying to sell, what is the cuisine. That is obviously the most important thing. Then I try to understand what's the vibe of that. For example,
in terms of vibe, what exactly?
The whole vibe of that brand. For example, if I have to design for a North Indian brand, but specifically they sell cuisine which is very, raw, very desi. Trying to understand that.
Okay.
So I try to think like that. So if it's a desi, homemade North Indian style brand, I break down the brief: North Indian, desi,
Okay.
then raw, and that's the whole, that tells the whole vibe of that place.
Okay.
So desi, that contains a lot of elements like whatever we see in our desi culture. North Indian, specifically from North India, elements from there.
So what sort of elements, let's say, if I take inspiration from not North Indian, but from, let's say, nowadays, Pan Asian cuisine is into culture.
Okay.
People are going for that.
Okay.
So let's say I want to start a Korean restaurant. So what would, as a designer, I would go for the first? I want to sell the Korean food only, and I want people to get aware about their culture. So yeah.
So you're not selling the Korean food only, you're selling Korean culture, Korean vibe. What specifically people do of that region, what's their culture, what's trending now, what attracts people, specifically Gen Zs. That's
Yeah.
what is trending now. So we try to think like that, ki what people here are now following, right? So as you say that Korean and Japanese Pan Asian is now popular.
Yeah,
It's
because
into
everyone,
culture.
even McDonald's and Burger King, just did their Korean something.
Hi. So yes, because that's trending. That's what Gen Z is following specifically. So we try to study what's that culture, the Korean culture, what's trending there, how they sell, the vibe, how are their restaurants, their street food, the raw vibe of that country, that specific place.
Okay.
So it can be anything, the music, the design elements, the colors
No,
also.
but I think it should be everything then. When I am doing a Korean restaurant,
Hmm.
I would play their
Yes, you're right.
K-pop music only.
Exactly. The idea is to sell the whole vibe of that place,
Okay.
right? So in design part, we try to cover the visual parts of that, and on the ground level, you try to cover the experience, the music, whatever you see in there, how people, how the staff is dressed like, what's your
Okay.
furniture, what's your lighting, how is that, colors of that place, every element of that.
Okay. Let's see if I want to make a Korean bar. I'm just thinking out loud because everyone is talking about Korean food.
Hmm.
But what if I want to start a Korean bar. Then what should be the language for the people of India that I should,
Yeah, I
follow?
think that's tricky because not everyone is aware of the culture of that place. But still, as an Indian, we want our touch to it, right? That's,
Okay.
you cannot bring authentic food here. Only a few people will appreciate that. Only a few people will appreciate that vibe. But if you want to sell it to the mass, you have to, maybe redo it, maybe give a touch, Indian touch, right? If you are selling it to the mass. In design also, you cannot just copy and paste, give the whole same exact vibe to the people. People
Okay.
may or may not appreciate it, but
So how would my bar look like? I want to ask that.
for that specifically, I need to understand what you are trying to sell. What will be the menu, what will be the cocktails or drinks or vibe you're trying to sell specifically.
Let's say I want to sell wasabi wasabi cocktails and
Wasabi, I think, is a Japanese, right?
so those sort of line. Let's say if there is
Pan
something.
Asian, we can take Pan Asian, right?
Yeah, you can take, let's say, pan
Pan
Asian.
Asian drinks, Pan Asian bar. You can bring cocktails or drinks from Japan, China, Korea, etc., etc. So it's a mix of a lot of cultures.
Okay.
So basically, I'll tell you in simple sentence. Okay. For designing anything, whether it's a hospitality brand, whether it's product based, whether it's anything, craft culture, etc., etc. So first thing is to understand what's the brief, what is the brand essence, right? Then we research on that. In hospitality, if our menu is like this, we have taken this dishes, and this is inspired from that. We and usually we do communicate with chef. What's the idea behind this? So I think 50% of idea came from that only. How he invented or change or modify those dishes.
Okay.
What is the idea behind that thing? So we then collect data. Then we make a visual mood board, how things will be like. That is the mood board, the vast idea of that brand.
Okay.
Pick out the elements, fonts.
So what is a mood board, if I may ask, for the generic people?
Okay, mood board is something, basically you want to see, if you understand the brief. Always there are, a lot of ideas in your brain. Okay, this will look like this, the vibe will be like this. When you research the data, you look to the visual things, whether on Google, on Pinterest, on Behance or anything. So जो आपके माइंड में आइडियाज हैं, whatever picture element is close to that, we
Okay.
pick
You
those.
put those into your
Yeah, we collect
those
those
into a
things. We make a mood board. Okay, this is something is very close to what my idea is. Okay, we do not
okay.
directly copy it because it's
You take
not ethically
inspiration
right.
basically.
Yes, we take inspiration from that.
Okay.
So then we make, on based on that mood board, we decide our colors first, fonts, and the most important thing is the logo. If the brand is new, the logo is the first thing that will be designed. Logo is the first thing that will be designed. Logo, colors, and fonts. These are three basic and the most important things on which a brand is based.
Okay.
Then we move on to another things like
Like,
what will be the menu card, like, okay, if there's a need for artwork and interiors, then we do that also. Menus, the collaterals, maybe website, if that is needed at that time,
okay.
that will be designed also. And
So,
packaging is
yeah,
the most
packaging
important.
matters a lot.
Yes, packaging also. Yeah, it depends on brands, what things or what exactly do they need at that time.
So, do people need some specific fonts, or they can work on the small fonts only, like whatever fonts are available, or you
Okay.
need to design a new font or something like that? So that, does it help or not? I just want to ask that.
See, some people may think ki, okay, we can do it like this, we need a logo, just copy paste from this, yeah, free pixel le lo, yeah, take it from a free template like that.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't understand that brand identity is the most important thing, that is the face, the name of your brand. If for example, if a person doesn't have a name, the characters, the specified, you have a different face, right? आपके जैसा और कोई नहीं दिखता. That is
Mm-hmm.
the same thing with brand कि उसका logo है, उसके fonts है, उसके जैसा कोई और नहीं है, right?
Okay. To have a
Obviously it's
customized and specific fonts, basically.
exactly, it gives an identity to your brand.
Okay.
That is the face of your brand.
So, what do you feel like? What sort of fonts are better for hospitality? I generally see the fonts are, thicker in shapes. Like McDonald's, it's thicker in,
Okay.
even Burger King, if you see.
Not exactly, मतलब जो आपका क्वेश्चन है, हॉस्पिटैलिटी नहीं, बेसिकली डिपेंड्स ऑन ब्रांड. So McDonald's or the other QSR brands, they have a specific, audience, or you can say customer base. So that is QSR. So everything you design, you keep in mind that this is a QSR. People come, eat, and go. So fonts also will be designed like that, that are very easy and quick to read.
Okay, so can you give me some example where the logo is not that bold?
Mhm.
Because I cannot think any brand right now which, like the hospitality brand, which has like thin logo, I would say.
You can take example of very high-end brands or hotel chains like that, Oberoi, Rosette House.
Okay, yeah, Oberoi.
You try to remember that identity, whatever fonts, however their menu is like. So they are all about fine dining, where people go and spend time. They have a lot of time. So their fonts, their identity, everything is designed like that.
Okay,
That their audience is niche. They have this
so they have a not that,
fine, very
yeah,
fancy
fine.
fonts.
Okay,
Okay, that is
yeah,
not the QSR. They have a concept like people come and go and eat. Everything needs to be quick, from reading the menu to ordering and everything like that. So these things also plays a major role in
okay,
designing a brand identity, choosing a font, colors, etc.
okay. So let's move to the next question. What is the toughest part about designing for hospitality industry?
For hospitality industry, I would not say key toughest part, but sometimes there are challenges because a little changes that comes very quickly and unexpectedly,
Okay,
because we
what
always
sort of changes, like?
yeah, it depends whether it's change, it's a change in menu, it's change in design, it's change in the whole matlab, interior vibe. So sometimes we plan, everything is planned, right? Ki for this month we are doing these things will be needed, like menu card, easel, or we need the specific packaging for this also. Everything is planned, but it doesn't happen always like that. Sometimes we need to change at the moment, very
Like
unexpectedly.
what sort of change, I want to know then.
In change of design, change of price.
So, but that design is like, isn't that already in your brand tonality or
uh,
your brand templates you do?
the brand identity tonality is decided. बट हॉस्पिटैलिटी में आप कभी भी कोई स्पेसिफिक मेन्यू कर रहे हो फॉर अ वेरी शॉर्ट टर्म मेन्यू या
If you can
फॉर
give one small example.
फेस्टिवल्स पे, और मे बी यू कैन से कि अ ब्रांड इज डूइंग कोरियन वीक.
Okay.
ओके.
So they are using the Korean fonts like
Yeah,
McDonald's and all they did.
yes. We can use that, but what I was trying to say is कि uh, it's very quick. Everything is very quick in hospitality, right?
So things are changing rapidly, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So my next question was this only: how do you handle the last minute changes, or what all jugaad you do in your designs?
Okay, जुगाड़. See, to be very honest, अगर मैं ये बोलूँगी तो बाकी लोग इससे एग्री करेंगे, लेकिन still they know the secret of every designer. तो see, brand tonality and everything is decided. ठीक है. In hospitality specifically, we do a lot of work in everything. Like कोई भी नया menu आ रहा है, everything. We have a lot of templates already made.
Okay.
क्योंकि हमने बहुत काम already किया हुआ है. If something comes up in minute, we usually take the old template जो किसी को याद भी नहीं है, do the changes in that and give it like that.
Just so basically you just change the color and
Colors
play
and
with
fonts and offer whatever the copy is written on that. And people don't remember, यार इतनी सारी चीजें तो किसको कितने पहले से याद
So
रहती है.
in people you mean to say the owners, not the people. Yeah, basically not the customers.
Can say.
Okay, this is good. Like every color changes
Obviously,
the
if it's a last
perception.
minute change, if and they wanted that urgently, so I don't have any option.
Yeah, there is a less room for creativity.
Exactly. So creativity needs freedom and time also.
Also. Okay,
So
but
people usually think कि she can do this in 5 minutes. अगर नया menu design करना है, do this. तो ये तो आपको 5 मिनट लगेंगे. But it doesn't happen like that. We need a time to think, because creativity needs freedom. It needs time to think for that concept to make things happen like that.
okay.
राइट. तो पीपल थिंक कि तो 5 मिनट का काम, बट वो 5 मिनट का काम करने के लिए मुझे वो 8 साल का जो एक्सपीरियंस लगा है कि मुझे वो चीज 5 मिनट में कैसे करनी है.
Yeah, obviously
They don't
that I get.
understand that. Yeah.
Yeah. So my next question to you is: can you share a project or your piece of art, I would say, since you are a creative person, that you are most proud of? Like you did that and you just loved it and you created something very good, and that people might not,
Okay.
aware about that thing, but you feel this is the best thing you have done.
Okay. So there is a brand, I won't say the name, but obviously it's a European cuisine brand, and I've designed a specific
You can.
breakfast sort of menu.
Okay.
And because I don't know, I always have connected to that. I think that is my vibe, maybe.
Okay.
So when I was designing for that specific menu, every element, the vibe, the colors, everything, and I had a lot of time at that time, so I researched into that a lot. I studied a lot about that specific menu, whatever cuisine, whatever dishes they are serving. What's the idea behind that? Why chef chose that particular dish? What is their touch?
You
to
can
it?
mention the name if you want to. I am okay with the this thing, and you can
Okay.
tell us about the menu also. We might put it in the link also,
Yeah,
for
okay.
people to see it.
So Sly Granny.
Okay.
So from starting, when I started designing for the brand, I've always, I don't know why, I think that is my vibe only.
Okay.
So
So you are that sly auntie.
Not at all. Even my manager used to say that Sly is your baby.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've always, I've connected to that particular brand, and 2 times they launched this breakfast menu, and both times, I had a lot of time to design that particular menu, the vibe of that, colors. So I think that is the major. I can say major. Or
So how was the menu, if you can describe?
It's very not exactly. So the brand is, if you know Sly Granny, that brand is vintage
I
European.
know very well Sly Granny.
Yeah. So, no, I'm talking from the audience perspective. So it's a European brand, basically vintage, and I connect to that very well because the essence of it is like very sophisticated, niche, very, I don't say exactly
But
soothing.
I would like to differ one thing. Sly Granny has thicker font, like logo.
Logo you can say, but
Yeah,
yeah.
like you're saying it's
But
niche
if you
and
remember the fonts in the menus,
yeah,
right?
but still it's a bit
If
thicker.
you
I
remember
feel
the collaterals also,
collaterals. Yeah, I remember those.
yeah. So logo is different. I can understand that is designed the way that it's a
No,
stamp,
it just came
stamp.
to my mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to give that stamp vibe, the logo is like that only.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah, that project was. I think that is close to my heart. You can say
Okay.
that.
So, what's the funniest or the most bizarre request you have ever got from your manager or marketing person or the owners only or anyone if you are freelancing for somebody?
Okay. Bizarre request. Yeah, I remember that very, very specifically. So it was a
Okay.
freelance project, and some one asked me to design their logo. They gave me the example कि this I asked जिससे भी वो पहले शायद करा रहे थे design तो
Okay, they passed on the project to you
hmm.
from somebody
He said
else.
that they are not happy with this design. Can you please tweak? You won't believe I gave that person like 14 to 15 design
Wow.
choices. Okay, and
Okay.
still he was, gets he was stuck on that particular thing. No, I think this is like that.
So he wanted to copy something?
Not exactly copy, but I had no choice. End में मैंने same logo copy किया, whatever he already asked somebody to design for him. And उसमें मैंने थोड़े बहुत tweaks किए, not the majorly, but the logo was visually looking exactly the same.
And he was
And
happy with it.
at the end it was fine as. And when I asked him for the payment, he said, you just copied that design.
Wow. So you made 15 designs and
Still he
he
was.
ended up saying you did the same thing.
He said ki, but why would I? And I also have designed brand deck for him, the whole brand deck.
Okay.
Yeah, their brand was new. It was a small business, and I have designed the whole deck from logo to everything, whatever a brand
Okay.
guideline has. And at the time of payment, he said, "Ki this is too much," and the logo was, that is the copy exactly.
Wow. That's quite strange.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I wanna say one thing. The very famous brands also, if you remember. I won't say exactly, but even a little bit of change, the designers charge lakhs to millions for that. But
Yeah.
they know exactly why they did this change and how they it impact in other terms.
Okay.
So people think oh this major thing she has done, and visually to ye same hi lag raha hai.
Okay.
But we know the difference of
Can
that.
you share a story behind it?
Yeah,
Like
for
what other bigger
example,
brands do?
Pepsi has changed their logo a lot of
Yeah.
time. Recently they have changed.
From
मतलब
that
कुछ time
wavy
पहले.
to that going
Yes,
up.
yes.
And with the Burger King or I don't know, McDonald's,
I
they
don't
like.
remember अभी अभी एक और ब्रांड ने शायद लोगो चेंज किया है. Even Rolls Royce उनने भी अभी अपना डिजाइन चेंज किया है. People not
Oh.
very, some people are happy from that. Some people are saying no, the older one was looking very nice. But
Yeah.
that's also
So recently Lacoste has changed their logo to goat basically.
yes. So yeah, it's all about acceptance. People may accept who understand that. People make fun of
But
that.
people will eventually accept it.
It's a designer knows what they are doing. The person who owns that brand, they know what they are doing.
Okay.
But
Let's move to the next question. How has the restaurant industry designs and the brand personality changed in the last 5 years? If you could explain.
okay, so see, everything is changing rapidly because the design trends are change every year. But the last 5 years they are changing rapidly because there is everyone is adapting to the Gen Z generation.
Okay.
Because they are the next generation who will be the target audience, who will be the consumers for them.
Okay.
So they are still trying to adapt to that culture, Gen Z culture. They are still trying to target them.
Yeah.
And things are little unpredictable because, see, if a brand identity is different, they are adapting to the Gen Z culture, so they still need to come to a midpoint, right, to target that audience in terms of design, also how the things will be look like, or any specific event they have to plan for Gen Z's and all.
Mm-hmm.
So vaguely in hospitality, we are still trying to test, try and experiment for the next generation.
Okay.
And in the coming 5 years, I don't exactly know how it'll be like. In terms of design, we are adapting, we are testing and trying bold colors, bold fonts, very eye catchy things, neon
Mm-hmm.
things, the language of that generation, the how they.
So basically, you want to say Gen Z is going to change everything.
Yeah, it's changing already.
Yeah, I get it.
Even the culture is changing already. You know boba tea,
Yeah.
matcha tea.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's what is happening.
And
in
people are doing these coffee raves in the morning
exactly,
nowadays
coffee
instead
raves
of
and
going
all.
to the pubs and clubs.
Yep.
Okay, makes sense. So let's move to the next question, since you have mentioned about what things are changing. So what do you feel about AI and AI tools? How they are going to define your industry in the, like, how they are affecting you? Are they here for the good, or they are taking your jobs? What do you feel about it?
See, AI is not exactly taking here to take your job, but it's there to make your life, your task easier.
Okay.
You just have to learn that to make your work a little easier, to help you save time.
Okay, if you could explain how AI helped you, then it would be great for the
So,
viewers.
okay, for example, if I'm not finding a good stock image for for a particular design I have, but I can give example. I can write a prompt in that AI tool. Ki I want this particular image. It should be vintage. It should be minimal. The art style should be like this only. Or if I have a reference, I can directly put it there and just tell AI to convert it into a line drawing or whatever thing I need.
Okay.
They can convert
So
it.
have you tried it earlier, and has AI given you like the exact image you wanted, or it was somewhat
When I
usable?
first, when I first started using AI, it took a little time.
So you want to say you trained the
AI is also, changing, upgrading, and we are still trying to, get used to. But yes, starting में थोड़ा था कि when we were learning how to,
Okay.
use AI. But now it has changed a lot. I think updated a lot, and it has helped me in my design task and all. So
Okay.
yes, I have tried AI and it has helped me a lot.
Okay.
Save time also. Yeah.
Okay. So let's move to the next question. This is for the people who want to be a designer into hospitality. What are the non-negotiable skills they need to learn to come into hospitality as designers?
Okay. So in hospitality, I've already told that there are, 360-degree things that a designer do. They expect, not exact. I'm not telling you specifically brands, but it's, like in India, it's a culture. It's a very, I don't know, it's a bad culture. People are exploiting everybody in every job. So they
Okay,
expect a
like,
graphic designer to do video editing, to do motion graphics,
okay, so these all
everything.
things are different.
Exactly. Obviously, it's a different thing.
Can't a single person do all these jobs, like a person who makes the videos?
See, you can learn, you can add a skill, but you cannot do that particular thing better than a person who is doing it like 100 times a day. If I am a graphic designer, I know the core of it. I know what's best. I know exactly every tool, everything. I know a way to do things, to make things happen in that field. Okay, in graphics basically.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody asks me to edit a video, Okay, I know basic things. I can do video editing, but I cannot do it as great as a person who edits videos only, who is a video editor, who knows every
Okay.
tool, everything, every A to Z about that particular
Okay.
skill. So yes, matlab India mein people are like that. Only they expect a designer should know. Even whenever I see on LinkedIn na, so there are job descriptions like that ki we are hiring a graphic designer who should know graphic designing, video editing, motion graphics, UI UX,
Okay.
HTML, Java, etc., etc.
Okay. So
So
they want
they want
perfect human.
they basically want
So just a second. This I will ask to the
users.
HRs basically, not users.
Okay.
Whenever somebody will come, I'll definitely gonna ask them. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've seen this in India, even in Bangalore. My friends live in Bangalore. They are also graphic designers, and they tell that this is not happening here. If you are a graphic designer, you are a graphic designer, you do a job only in graphics. The video editor is different. There are different positions, like
So the people they are going to hire, they should know each and every aspect of these things, you mean to say?
a designer should know each of. If somebody wants to work in hospitality, first of all they need to understand, they need to follow what's trending, what's changing. They should practice new tools like AI. If somebody is a video editor, they should know the AI tools, whatever they are is coming now, what's trending. And basically I'm not exactly supporting here the culture, whatever it is अभी के time में, because people expect a designer or a person should know everything, little bit of everything, video editing or motion graphics and all. But these all are different job roles, different things.
Okay.
Yeah. So the main thing is key people should be aware of new upgrades, trends, AI tools, and master the softwares whatever you are good in.
Okay.
If somebody is good with video, you should be the best person to do this video. You have to excel that very well. If you are good with Photoshop and Illustrator, you have to excel those softwares.
Okay.
Yeah, and adding a little bit of everything is a plus point for you also. But always try to focus on what's the best skill, what's the best thing you do.
Okay. Okay. Let's move to the next question. What is the one thing restaurant owners overlook when it comes to designs?
Okay. Overlook placement of logos. Yeah, matlab it's very common, and it's very bad that they overlook that. The size of the logo, the placement of that logo.
Okay.
You cannot not even tweak a little bit of that.
Okay.
If you have registered a logo, like if you have registered a logo, you cannot even increase or decrease the spacing of that. You cannot increase or decrease the elements, the size of the elements of that.
Okay, but we can proportionally change it,
Proportionally,
like just stretching.
no,
the-
you cannot stretch a logo.
No, I mean to say the whole
The
size.
whole, yeah, you can do that, but the size of the logo, for print or digital things, that is different. But for you're putting a signage, or you're putting on that facade of your restaurant, it should be big enough to be seen from far away. But you cannot tweak that. अगर कोई logo horizontal है, ठीक है, for example ABC is a logo that is horizontal, ठीक है, you cannot place your logo ABC. That is not registered. That is not the identity of your brand. If
Yeah.
the logo is horizontal, you have to use it like that, whether it's a signage, whether it's a print thing. But yes, you can use the other secondary logos.
Okay, so there are secondary logos.
Yes, people. Yes, when we design for a brand, we make primary, secondary, and tertiary logos.
Okay.
To be used in different things. For
Like
signage, may we use the primary logo, the
Okay.
brand, the identity, the main logo of,
Okay.
है ना? But we cannot tweak that.
Mhm.
Secondary logos are placed maybe on your print collaterals, or your digital things and all,
Okay.
on letterheads also.
Could you give one example so that people can, understand it properly?
Okay, you can take example of maybe Swiggy and Zomato, right? The Swiggy का जो मेन लोगो है दैट इज लाइक द दैट लोकेशन आइकन एंड देन स्विगी लिखा हुआ है, ठीक है. सेकेंडरी लोगो इज द व्हेन लोकेशन आइकन ऐसे है, देन इट इज रिटन उसके साइड में स्विगी,
ओके.
राइट. सो दैट इज द सेकेंड वर्जन ऑफ दैट. कहीं पे भी अगर आप वो यूज ऐसे नहीं करते हो तो आप वो वाला लोगो यूज कर सकते हो, ठीक है, फॉर द
Okay.
हॉरिजॉन्टल स्पेस, राइट. बट दैट इज नॉट द प्राइमरी लोगो. हर जगह आप उसको यूज नहीं कर सकते फॉर बिगर थिंग्स लाइक साइनेजेस और everything like
Okay.
that. And the other thing is the icon, the location icon. That is the tertiary logo, the icon of दो वो
It goes
location
with
वाला
the
sign.
that. Yeah.
हाँ.
Got it. Got it.
So these are the three types of logos that every brand should have.
Okay. Makes sense. So I think we have covered a lot of things.
Yes, I guess.
Now this is the last round. I would say it would be a rapid fire round,
Okay.
and you need to answer it like
Okay.
very quick.
Quickly.
Yeah. So what is your favorite restaurant in terms of design in India?
I would say
Fast. It's a rapid fire.
I can say Karnataka.
Okay. But why so?
It's very raw.
Okay.
Even the interior is like, it gives you a vibe of South India.
Okay.
मतलब वहाँ पे बहुत ही रॉ चीजें हैं, जैसे कि छोटे छोटे एलिमेंट्स हैं. इफ यू एवर हैव बीन टू, ऑब्वियसली हैव बीन टू कार्नेटिक, the elements on the windows, that is very raw, very authentic. People don't usually notice that, but that gives a vibe of that place. And even the logo, they have, the signage that is carved on a stone.
Yeah.
And the logo is all the elephant wala thing.
Yes.
So yes.
Okay.
And because it's South India, so I personally I have that soft corner for South India.
Okay. What is the one hospitality brand you would love to work for?
Hospitality brand?
No one?
I don't know. I'm done with hospitality, I think.
Okay, then just any brand you would like to work.
It can be maybe Taj Group.
Okay, but they are into hospitality only.
Yes, they are into hospitality, yeah.
Okay. What is your go-to comfort food?
It's always, ghar.
Okay, you are done with the outside food now.
Yes. People in hospitality, they know and they agree with this thing. They are done with, bahar ka khana and all. They want ghar ka khana only.
Okay. What is one good and one bad thing you would like to share about hospitality? This is a very intense question.
Bad thing. Good thing is that you get a lot of, exposure. And personally, hospitality industry experience has made me very bold.
Okay.
And I was not like this 5 years ago. I've changed a lot. And you learn to, survive in every situation.
Okay.
So yes, that is the good thing, I think.
And what is the bad thing?
I think bad thing is ki exploitation. Maybe you cannot even sometimes get off on Saturdays or Sundays. It's very, and people don't usually understand that ki this type of culture gives anxiety and health issues and mental problems to people.
Okay.
So that is the bad thing about that. What I have seen with people in my group, yes, it has affected their health and their mental health also.
Okay. The last question, what is your favorite word of the hospitality? The slang they use, basically.
What's the favorite word of hospitality? Okay. So my favorite word is cheers.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming.
Not thank you, cheers.
Thank you.